Financial education is the ability to educate and effective choices with all of your financial resources, which is also known as financial literacy, and it is vitally necessary in order for you to advance and succeed in life. In order to improve your personal and financial well being, you may be searching for financial freedom and independence, which means that you want to be free from the constraints of family, a job that you don't like, or a company that you don't like for money. However, there is another concept that I'd like you to understand, and it's called financial confidence. Hey, let's talk financial literacy 101. Most people believe that money is scarce and that producing more money is attainable, yet this is simply not the case at all. The fact is that money is all over the globe, but only those who have the necessary skills and expertise can get their hands on it. Your financial future is in your hands because money is like a game with set of rules that you must follow in order to win. For those who are serious about improving their financial situation, I'm going to share with you 4 simple rules that will take your money game to new heights as long as you apply yourself and are willing to learn. These rules are the foundation for being financially free, financially secure, and financially literate. All of this material is available to you for free, and I don't charge you for any of it. If you'd like to express your thanks, please click the like and subscribe buttons right now. Despite the fact that most people have access to all this information at their fingertips, more than 90% of the population is still financially illiterate, despite the fact that they have the access to all of this information at their fingertips. As an example, Peter just received his monthly salary after taxes, and he has $1,700 left over. Instead of investing, saving, or doing anything else with this money, he spends it on a few barbecues with friends and other unnecessary obligations. Are you one of Peter's people? It's unfortunate that many people are financially incompetent today, but if they can change their bad habits and adopt a rich mindset, anyone has the potential to become wealthy. There are no wealthy people who are financially incompetent, unless they happen to stumble upon a large inheritance or win the lottery, of course. It's worth noting that 70% of lottery winners go bankrupt within the few years of their newfound wealth. Why is that? Again, it all boils down to one's level of financial literacy. Even if you have a large sum of money, you may still make poor choices and lose it all as a result of your lack of knowledge. Because financial literacy is not taught in schools, if you want to become wealthy for being long-term rather than just a few months or years, you'll have to educate yourself on the subject. This means that only knowledge can be readily obtained, leading to the question, why don't individuals learn more about financial management? In spite of the fact that financial education is relatively affordable and, in some instances, entirely and absolutely free, there are 2 primary reasons why individuals do not take advantage of it. The primary reason: generally accepted knowledge. Truth be told, most people will teach you a mindset of scarcity, and this mindset is what will prevent you from being able to attract money. For example, your parents may told you as a child that money doesn't grow on trees and that money is not the root of all evil. These conventional ideas that people tell their children prevent people from taking the necessary steps towards a better financial future. It's important to stop listening to people who aren't financially literate and financially confident, because they are the ones who can give you advice on how to become financially educated, just like in a sport. For example, skiing. You don't want to learn about skiing from someone who doesn't know how to ski because they don't have the proper education. Learn quickly if you apply this to your financial education by doing it this way. Reason number 2. A sense of security and well-being. Rich people feel that in order to make money, you must feel self-assured and have a healthy sense of self-worth. It's crucial to have a positive self-image, and you must first believe that you deserve to be happier and richer, otherwise, you'll never achieve your financial goals. Think of it as a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't see yourself as wealthy, you'll never have the courage to step outside of your comfort zone, as one of the world's most successful people once put it. Taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone are essential to become successful. For example, if you want to start your first company but lack the funds, you may first have to face the risk of applying for a bank loan and incurring thousands of dollars in debt, which many people avoid. When it comes to building wealth, you'll never get there without the support of your mother and the will to take action. That's why, before diving into financial literacy courses, you must first concentrate on improving your own self-confidence and overcoming your fear of failure. The ability to perform under pressure and take risks depends on your confidence. So now that you know the reasons why individuals don't become financially educated, let's get started with the 4 most critical guidelines of being financially educated. The first rule of investing is to avoid anything you are unsure about. There are numerous forms of investments to choose from, including stocks, bonds, real estate, and FX, or Forex. However, I want you to know that the single most significant investment you can make is in your own future. Invest yourself. The first thing you need to do before investing in anything else is to ensure that you have the knowledge and skill necessary to run a business, including financial education, which is not optional. Your industry and your needs will eat you alive if you don't stay up to date on everything that matters to you. Put money into your company. If you buy or start a business, you'll probably want to grow it at some point. Just as a car needs the gas to run, a business also needs money to keep growing. This money may be spent on everything from marketing to research to developing a new product. Decide to put your money into property. Investing, like all other forms of it, is based on the simple principle of buying cheap and selling high, but the actual method involved are quite complex. In the beginning, most real estate investors focus on residential properties before moving on to commercial properties such as hotels or commercial centers. Basically, you find units or structures with potential and fix them up before waiting for the price to rise and then selling the unit to make money. Invest your money on stock market. The stock market, like any other kind of investing, is fraught with danger, and many people's hard-earned money has vanished in the wake of a bad decision. You need to know what you're getting into. No matter what sort of investment you select, there are regulations to follow, but there is also a lot of incorrect information out there, so you need to be careful. There are a lot of individuals out there who are prepared to swindle you for your money, so you need to be very cautious who you listen to and do a lot of research before investing your money into anything new. It's important to keep this in mind. Investing in something you don't understand is never a good idea. Rule number 2. Debt is a potent, yet deadly, weapon of mass destruction. Debt is a powerful tool that should not be underestimated. Those who master its usage will prosper, while those who avoid it will lose out on a slew of chances. Debt may be classified as either beneficial or bad. Debt that's difficult to repay, such as student loans, is considered bad debt. We shouldn't expect 18-year-olds to make financial decisions worth hundreds of thousands of dollars without considering the ramifications. So, exercise caution when taking a debt of any kind. On the other hand, debt that's easy to repay is referred to as good debt. Taking out a loan to start a company is an example of how you may utilize debt to your advantage. If everything goes according to plan, you'll pay off your debt and be free to grow your firm as long as you keep up with your payments. Principle number 3. Express gratitude towards wealthy individuals. Thinking like a millionaire is a sign of wealth. Essentially, you are playing the part of a wealthy person by making yourself affluent and appearing rich. This may entail spending money you don't have. According to financial experts, living within your means is a smart defense strategy. In order to avoid getting into major financial difficulties, it's important to spend your money on things that boost your self-esteem and make you feel good rather than items that drain your bank account. Surely you don't believe that foregoing a few Starbucks coffees would make you a billionaire. Instead of living within your means and pinching pennies here and there to pay for your desired lifestyle, Learn new talents that will earn you money. This one method will have a significant influence on your thinking, causing you to look for ways to earn money wherever you go. The fourth rule is to learn how to obtain assets. Assets are items you own that are worth money. A liability is something that takes money from your pocket, whereas an asset is something that you may develop to become even more valuable. Well, that's all for today's video. I hope you liked it and found something useful in it. If you did, please give this a thumbs up and share your opinions in the comment section below. I appreciate your time and interest and hope to see you in the future video.